But freedom, this is not a comment against the Chinese. They've made the goods. But our freedom and our prosperity depend upon winning this fight. These people not only do not want us to replace that 30% of energy that we are not producing, they want us to close our coal plants and produce no nuclear plants and make that pie get bigger and bigger and bigger. And first, of course, the cost of energy will go through the roof, and then we'll have rationing. And once they can ration our energy, our freedom is gone. But there are people who will suffer more. In our own society, those who are prosperous will be less prosperous. And those on the lower end of the economic ladder, those that politicians have been using to claim that they can take the wealth of the wealthy and give it to them, those people will suffer the most because the marginal utility of their money is much less than those who are prosperous. But in the rest of the world, it means a lot more. We have one example of genocide by technology, by withdrawal of technology, and that is DDT. Even though the EPA's own scientific review board told them that they shouldn't ban it, it was a useful, harmless substance, even though it resulted in a Nobel Prize, even though the National Academy of Sciences said hundreds of millions of lives were saved by DDT, they banned it. And the United States agencies extended that ban through their power throughout the world. And the result has been 30 or 40 million children dead and over 500 million human beings sick at this time because of DDT-preventable malaria. This is technological genocide. It is genocide by withdrawal of technology. And now they've got something even better for the survivors. The third world, the people, billions of people who have been lifting themselves from poverty by the application of energy and technology. The technology and energy they have is just enough to provide them with food and shelter. They sit on the lowest ladder of human existence, and they're pulling themselves up into a better and better world. These people, if we're deprived of energy, will simply die. Hundreds of millions of them. And we can't send them energy and not the United States. Energy is fungible. It travels throughout the world. If industrialized nations are restricted in their energy and their energy is rationed, those people are going to die in huge numbers, far beyond anything we've seen with DDT. And nor was DDT an accident. Oh yeah, we did something, it didn't accidentally, we didn't know we'd kill all those people. I'm sorry, it went on year after year, decade after decade. And only now is beginning to stop, largely because of the efforts of CORE, Paul Dreesen and Roy Innis, who have reversed this. Now, Jim Hansen has said that everyone who opposes the hypothesis human-caused global warming, a failed hypothesis, but everyone who opposes it, he said that we should all be tried for crimes against humanity. Jim sort of, you know who he is, he's sort of the Rasputin of the U.S. Congress. He appears, but really, I think that he and Al Gore should look in the mirror if anyone's going to be talking about crimes against humanity, because the restriction of humanity's energy supplies, regardless of how much the elite that promote this might benefit from rationing and controlling energy, the human effects and the human cost is enormous. The only solution to these problems is not some policy thing, it's not some little law we can pass, it's not some little fix you can make in what they're trying to do. The only solution to this is to give us our freedom back. The producers of the United States, the engineers and scientists in our generations who have the same abilities as the engineers and scientists in previous generations that built our petrochemical industries, that built our energy industries, that built the infrastructure that gives us our lives, the representatives of those people in our current generations must be freed from the taxation and regulation and litigation that they currently are suppressed by, so that they can solve not only our energy problem, but also our other problems in economics. It's absolutely essential that these people be beaten. Otherwise, we'll find ourselves enslaved. There's nothing but slavery ahead for those whose energy is rationed by others. So please, don't let them do it. Thank you.